The Young and the Restless spoilers. Thurdays update May 30th, 2024. The Young and the Restless, Diane's tough love and Jack's struggle. Diane's difficult decision. Diane Jenkins had reached her breaking point. Her trust in Jack Abbott had been eroded by his persistent struggles with addiction. It wasn't just his life that was being torn apart, but the lives of everyone around him. Diane knew she had to make a tough decision to save Jack and to restore peace in their family. In a private meeting with Tracy Abbott, Jack's sister and confidant, Diane laid out her plan. "Tracy, we have to be stronger and more decisive with Jack. If we don't act now, he may never recover," Diane urged, her voice filled with determination. Tracy, who had watched her brother's decline with a heavy heart, nodded in agreement. "You're right, Diane. We need to take drastic measures to bring him back to us. It's the only way." Intervention and rehabilitation. Diane proposed sending Jack to a rehabilitation center, a place where he could be monitored by professionals and kept away from the substances that were destroying his life. The goal was to help him regain control, live by principles, and abandon alcohol and drugs. Despite knowing how difficult it would be, Diane was resolute. "Jack needs this. He needs to be in a place where he can't run away from his problems," she said. Tracy agreed to the plan, even though it meant forcibly admitting Jack to the center. The day of the intervention was filled with tension. Jack fought against the idea, his anger and frustration evident. "You can't do this to me. I don't need help," he shouted, but his protests fell on determined ears. With a heavy heart, Tracy and Diane stood firm. They watched as Jack was taken to the rehabilitation center, hoping that this would be the turning point for him. Family reactions. While the decision to send Jack to rehab was painful, it brought relief to other family members. Kyle Abbott, Jack's son, felt a weight lift off his shoulders. He had been worried about his father for so long, and now, there was hope for recovery. "This was the right thing to do," Kyle said, his voice filled with a mixture of sadness and hope. Harrison, Kyle's young son, expressed his gratitude in his innocent way. "Thank you, Mom," he whispered to Summer, his eyes shining with a mix of understanding and love. The turmoil had affected everyone, but now there was a chance for healing. Claire, who had been a steady presence in Harrison's life, was now entrusted with his care. She moved in with Kyle and Harrison, taking on the role of primary caregiver. Harrison, ever the emotional and perceptive child, had dreams of his father finding happiness again. "Dad, when will you and Miss Claire get married?" "I want a little brother or sister," he said, his eyes filled with innocent excitement. Summer's struggle. Summer, Harrison's mother, faced her own emotional battles. She had agreed to let Claire take care of Harrison, recognizing that it was in his best interest. But the decision wasn't easy. Summer struggled with feelings of jealousy and resentment towards Claire. She couldn't help but compare her life to Claire's, envying the stability and happiness she seemed to have. Despite her internal conflict, Summer knew that Harrison's well-being was paramount. She had to put her son's needs above her own feelings. But the question lingered, had she truly moved on, or was she merely putting on a brave face for Harrison's sake? Moving forward. As Jack settled into the rehabilitation center, he began the difficult journey towards recovery. The road ahead was long and fraught with challenges, but with the support of his family, there was hope. Diane and Tracy remained vigilant, visiting him regularly and encouraging him to stay committed to the program. Kyle and Claire's relationship grew stronger as they navigated their new roles as co-parents to Harrison. They both understood the importance of creating a stable and loving environment for him. Claire's nurturing nature and Kyle's dedication to his family provided Harrison with the security he needed. Summer, meanwhile, continued to grapple with her emotions. She sought therapy to help process her feelings and find a path forward. Her love for Harrison was unwavering, and she was determined to be the best mother she could be, even if it meant making difficult sacrifices. The path to healing. The Newman and Abbott families faced a period of intense transformation. Jack's struggle with addiction had forced them to confront harsh truths and make painful decisions. Yet, through it all, their love and commitment to each other prevailed. Diane's tough love had set Jack on a path to recovery. Tracy's unwavering support provided him with the emotional anchor he needed. Kyle and Claire's blossoming relationship offered a glimpse of a hopeful future. And Summer's journey towards self-acceptance and healing underscored the resilience of the human spirit.